Oh, I'm definitely gonna try and keep. Yeah, I'm gonna see what this block house is about, whatever it's called. And yeah, I'm kind of. I was up last night. I do a little bit of freestyling, like on some sort of platform, which I'm not gonna mention because it might be a bit embarrassing. You might catch me when I'm on a drunk day. But yeah, and I had a little bit. I was a bit tipsy, so I just kind of recovering myself. Um, oh, yeah. But what was my thing of the day? I just wanted to say this. I want to say this. Like, because I'm quoting, I'm dropping some quotes now, yeah. Because I have a lot of thoughts. Like I write lyrics and stuff. I'm thinking if I'm not actually doing anything with the lyrics, I might as well just make sure they're down. And I think just put them somewhere. Put them on Twitter. I'll become like a philosopher. CNFT's philosopher. Dark mind. This is okay. This is it, guys. Just remember this for the day. Quote of the day. Discipline is when your mind finds a way to take you further than your body can travel. Amen. Have some nice weed.
Amen to that, man.
Have some nice weed.
Hey, did you get any good ones yesterday?
I hadn't even had a chance to check, man. I just meant it and freaking went about my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I missed that the whole alpha on that, but I'm gonna mint today, see what I get.
Yeah, I don't know what the rarity or the ranks are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do some checking today.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's fine. Yeah, hope you're having a good day, brother. I'm actually looking forward to that icky guy mint too. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like the 101 I got.
You go,
Yeah, I got that Genesis. It's dope for sure.
yeah, I'm hoping I win one in one of those giveaways, but I don't got one.
Jim Gully, how you doing?
What's up, my guy? Like your
Oh man, just getting the wheels are rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I just got a tea, sitting back. Fucking already sold a block bone for 35 ADA.
Let's go, baby.
Fuck.
Sorry, guys. How do I put myself back into listener from here? I'm such a noob.
So
I
so
can't noob.
so just like click your own profile, like push on your own profile, and it'll say switch to listening.
Right. Is it? Hmm?
Don't be sleeping on ugly bros either. They're gonna be popping, boy.
Ugly Bros, yeah, I know. I already grabbed a couple because I want to keep. There's two I have that I'll keep, and then I'm gonna flip the other. I got one from the original collection, and then I got one. I got an extra one of the definitive as well.
That's what's up. Yeah. No, there's gonna be a big announcement soon, from what I hear. So you
Yeah,
already know how that goes.
yeah. I mean, well, through meeting this, I met him through this space, obviously, but like he lives in the same city as me, so we've hung out a few times and shit. We've gotten to know each other a little better.
Yeah, that's what's up. He flew out to my city for a week, so I had the same privilege.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like what he's doing, and I like some of the art in the collection, and yeah. So whatever. I got my bags packed. I'm ready for liftoff.
Hell yeah. I'm rolling this blunt right now. It's 7 a.m. over here.
Yes, 10:30 here.
It's 10:30 on the East Coast.
He's yawning as he's saying it. Uh, but yeah, Bookie Iki guy. I think that'll be a decent bag too if you want to make some money.
Yeah, for sure. The art is dope. I'm hoping I get one of those 101s, but me
Of
and the wife
course.
both got Genesis, so we're gonna just max out our Genesis.
Okay, how many can you can mint 10 with the Genesis?
No, it's only five.
Oh, okay, but it's at 85 ADA or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You already know the team is great, Community jump in the Discord, that's great. Can't wait. I fucked up on Ore. I fucking missed the boat on that, so I gotta pivot and recover a little bit.
Yeah, I just wasn't gonna mint. Like the art's not necessarily my my favorite thing. But also end maker. I just knew it was gonna be a disaster of a mint, so I was just like, pivot. I'm good. I'll keep my 250. Hang on, Kev. Hold up, bro.
The horror of a mint. It wasn't even bad at all.
Yeah, I'm just not
That's
in the
not
end.
true. It definitely wasn't end maker's worst mint. Let's say that, especially when it comes to these bigger hype projects. But they had plenty of fuck ups. There were people who had whitelists that couldn't mint, and there were people who had whitelists that ended up being able to mint extras. There were people who couldn't even mint. Like now, like Viva is now, like you said, him and Fart are now like in some email queue where they have to like try to like get something fixed about it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, be taken care of, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, it was not a perfect smooth mint, that's for sure. It was fucked up. I know that. And I mean, hey, who couldn't have predicted this? You didn't need to be a rocket scientist to know that they were gonna fuck that up. A moment of silence for Endmaker.
Yeah,
I'm in the
for sure.
silence for him maker.
Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. Y'all make sure y'all retweet out the space. I'm actually sorting a couple of topics real quick. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing on the fly. Y'all know how we do. So make sure y'all retweet out the space. We're gonna get started here shortly. Probably about 2 minutes approximately. So yeah, y'all just bear with me. Yeah, man. Y'all keep chopping it up though.
Yeah, take your time, brother. We're chilling.
Yeah, yeah. I just wish, like, because for me, like, I wish the Block Bones whitelist was today, and I wish Ikigai was tomorrow. But instead of putting it on Friday and Monday, fuck, I hate that shit. It's always at a time when I'm supposed to be at work, and then I gotta work late.
I got all this ADA burning a hole in my pocket right now all weekend. I gotta sit and not mint.
Me
Icky guy.
too, bro. I've already been sniping a few things too. Like I sniped a couple more gophers. It wasn't last night. I think it was a couple. You know, yeah, it was a couple nights ago. I almost sniped another one again. I'm like, Dad, I gotta stop. I just gotta stop. I want to get as many gophers as I can.
That's what's up. Did you get any Gosha?
No, I don't own any goats. I never really was into the project. And you know, when you're continuing to add to the supply, it makes me, especially if I wasn't in on the original collections, it makes me want to mint the third one a lot less.
I get you for sure. Yeah, they threw a hell of an after party. I was sold, man. They held it down.
Yeah, I heard that party. I went to the Clays. Yeah, I went to the Clays. I think that I didn't go to one on Sunday.
All right, let's get it. Let's go ahead and get started. Yo, 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 yo. This your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse, and you are now tuning in to episode 11 of the Space Cadets, and I'm here with my co-host, AI Love.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's good, man? Hey, man, I know it's been it has been a super exciting week this week, man. There's so much stuff going on. Um, shit, even with the topics I was just sourcing, man, like, bro, it's a lot going on in the space. If you guys was tuning in earlier this week, man, with the JPG debacle, we was chopping it up with JPG, trying to get to the bottom of that, man. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on in the space. So today is going to be a very exciting episode. Also, we got Soundrig coming through. For all that aren't aware, Soundrig is a media streaming service, a Web 3.0 music streaming service. So they'll be dropping through today. They're not here right now. Hopefully they'll pull up a little later. They already got the links and stuff. So those guys are on different time zones. So, it kind of takes a little time for them to fall through. But yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and start jumping into these topics. Man, let's go. So the first topic we have up is at the top. If you guys look at the top of the screen, wait, hold on. Before we get into the first topic, y'all make sure y'all retweet out the space. I think I might be able to do a giveaway today. I'm not sure which NFT. I gotta I gotta look through my NFTs. But I'm gonna do a giveaway today. I'm definitely gonna do a giveaway. Y'all make sure y'all retweet out the space. I might give away a music NFT, one of my music NFTs. But y'all make sure y'all retweet out the space, man, so you can get included in that giveaway. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the first topic. So we got a pin at the top. Y'all can go ahead and click that. For the first topic, we got crypto exchange Binance. Musk co-invest. Elon Musk co-investor to help Twitter with blockchain. So, man, we got a lot of. I can actually couple this with a couple of other topics because there's a lot of shit going on with Twitter right now. Twitter and blockchain stuff. So look, let me post this one real quick because this actually coincides with this. Let me see if it's popping up. I don't know why it's popping up all weird. So this was actually just announced a couple of hours ago. So Twitter will allow users to buy and sell NFTs through tweets. So as you can see, the boy Elon Musk already making moves towards the blockchain. When it comes with Twitter. Like, what y'all think about this?
I think Elon Musk is a genius, and I think he knew exactly what he wanted to do with this thing and how to take it far. Actually progress this app as opposed to using it as some censoring tool. So yeah, I think there's going to be some great improvements to come to the app in the future for sure.
Yeah, man, this is fire. This is fire. The reason why this is fire to me, hey man, I've been saying is one more step towards mass adoption. Think about how many people are on Twitter. And the fire thing is Twitter has already like become a hub for like crypto enthusiasts and NFT trading, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's already taking those steps towards that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on Twitter since '09, man. So I've been on Twitter since '09. I actually made my Twitter account back in 2009. So back in 2009, Twitter was a completely different landscape, man. Like Twitter, of course, we ain't had cryptocurrency around. Cryptocurrency wasn't major then, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as big as it was now. But back then, bro, it was just a bunch of random conversation, bro. Like nothing was really like centered. Like everything was just sporadic and all over the place and random. Like you would just have random viral tweets that didn't have no substance. Like it wasn't about anything in particular. Like people just roasting people and it's going viral. So to really see it evolve from 2009 all the way to 2022, like it's a completely different landscape, man. I initially just hopped on Twitter because I did music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a music artist, so always, did my research on all the new social medias um as they as they started to release. So that was my main thing, jumping on social media platforms early before they popped off, kind of like Soldier Boy did with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Soldier Boy was one of the, first big artists on YouTube. He helped actually propel YouTube to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, I was like, oh well, shit, I need to get on all the new social medias. So you know what I'm saying? So I've been had Twitter for a long time, but I really jumped back on here once, NFTs started popping off. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started getting active in the space. So it's really good to see Elon Musk like already like grab the bull by the horns and take it in that direction is already going anyway.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope, man. That he's integrating NFT and cryptocurrency technology. It's kind of like a forethought that that I was thinking he was going to imply. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit's going to be huge for us, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I guess it's like, is someone like going to be able to come and just make an offer on my PFP like through Twitter? That might smash a lot of these marketplaces a little bit, but that still would be pretty cool.
Oh, my bad, my bad. my cat was aggravating me, made me press the mute button. But hey Gully, yeah, like, yo, that would be fire if you can get offers directly through your Twitter account. And this is the wild part, right? Because I'm actually going to go ahead and put up one of the next topics that's actually coinciding with this shit, right? I guess right now we doing some detective work, right? So I'm gonna get to you, Cotsy. Give me a second. Give me a second. So look, we're doing some detective work right now. So if you look up at that link, right, we all know what's going on with Magic Eden. But the thing that people don't know, it's not just Magic Eden. This has triggered other marketplaces to go to zero royalties, right? And in this article, they actually say another NFT marketplace goes zero royalties and race to the bottom. So Looks Rare will no longer enforce royalties and instead pay a share of protocol fees to creators. So, with that being said, and I'm kind of looking at what you just said, Gully. You just said it. You said, okay, if I'm going to be able to accept offers on Twitter, that's gonna smash the NFT marketplaces. What if the NFT marketplaces are already hip, so they already trying to compete, and that's why they going with 0% royalties. Um, but look, what's up, Coxie? What you got?
All right, I'm in the shower, but fuck, my hand wet as hell right now. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my God, Coxie is the best. But one thing is cool though is that you can stunt, because it would be cool if they show like the offers too, right? So like people can like expand your profile and then they can see like, oh, this has been offered 5,000 ADA, or this has been offered. You don't have to accept it. It's just like another flex thing. Like you got the PFP plus, people can see what people are actually willing to pay for it. I guess some people can use it again, like kind of like a wash trade. Like they can just offer 5K or something from another wallet, but you also have to have that to make those offers.
All right, here we go. So the concerns that I have for this, low key, is because like if you have Binance, they're in on this situation. So with Twitter being a place where a lot of people from crypto NFTs come together, I think that it's pretty concerning that they're going to start dealing with blockchain a little bit more, as in paying more attention to it, paying more conversations, attention, and stuff like that. And then on top of that, you have spaces where it's like people say certain things, and the spaces, even though they might not be recorded, they technically are still recorded. So I think people need to now watch what they're saying in spaces a little bit more just because of that. Also, too, I do believe because Elon Musk loves it, they're probably going to end up adding Doge to the tips thing that you click on your, like, your Twitter. They're probably going to add that, and I'm trying to think, what is CZ going to try to do to force Binance into this Twitter ecosystem thing? Because he does have his own smart chain and all of that type of shit. So you have to also think about that.
Yeah, it may all run on the smart chain, and that would get him the fees. Obviously, if people are buying and selling through Twitter, you're probably going to be doing it on the Binance smart chain, maybe.
Sonny, what's good with you, Sonny? What you got, man?
What's going on, brothers? Nice to meet everyone. JL, thank you for having us on. But yeah, sticking with the current topic, it looks like Coxie got there just before me, even though he's in the shower. I was gonna ask if ask you guys actually what you thought about the whole Dogecoin element of Elon, because obviously he's a big advocate, let's say, or ambassador for them, even if it's not official. And I was wondering how he would bring Dogecoin into it, because I'm sure he will.
Yeah, he'll provide utility for sure. I think for Doge far more than Mark Cuban ever did. So yeah, I think I think he will utilize it, and it's not a bad idea to put a little bag of it in your wallet. Not financial advice.
Never financial advice. Yeah, I already got a small bag anyway. I haven't touched it since I first bought it. Actually, it's not really done much. I think I missed the highs and the lows of that, so I'm just there. But do you think the value of that will increase, or do you reckon it'll just be a quick pump and then it'll probably dump again? Because do you remember the last time he went on Saturday Night Live? It was supposed to help Dogecoin, and I think it fucking crashed it or something.
I think when he makes an announcement, like especially once he makes the first initial announcement to like actually utilize it, it'll probably pump the price pretty heavy. It'll probably find stable ground because it's an inflationary token too, right? So you can make more of it. Um, but and that's part of why he likes it too, right? Because he thinks it's a better fit to become a global currency than Bitcoin. Because the problem with Bitcoin is it becomes so expensive that nobody wants to spend it, right? Because it's too valuable.
Yeah, it's just a store of value now. Yeah.
Right. So it's like gold, where you're going to probably end up lending against it and using that money to spend on other assets and make more money. But um, so he thinks like as far as like a global currency, Doge would actually be a better fit. So who knows what this guy wants to do with it. So I don't think it's a bad investment, honestly. I mean, it might have been a meme joke token for years in crypto, but now it's a different.
Dogecoin could have tried to be a meme. Did Gully just rug, or am I talking over him?
No, I think he just rug.
Okay, got you. But Doge's creation might have been a meme, but in every sense of the way, Dogecoin is not a meme. It just sucks that the Doge dog is on it. Like, Dogecoin is literally like Bitcoin 3.0. Like, Litecoin was a fork of Bitcoin, Doge was a fork of Litecoin.
Yeah.
So it has every single utility that Bitcoin and Litecoin have. The only thing people need to do at this point is to start accepting it.
Yeah,
But
exactly. No, but it's been treated as a meme coin throughout the years. That's all I'm saying. And it was just like a pump and dump for many years, but it can be utilized. And so if Elon chooses to do so, the fact that he has as much influence as he does, he could really give this a lot of value.
Facts. I think yeah, man, like y'all said, Doge does already have a little bit of utility. But yeah, man, hey, NFA, I think it's gonna pump But this time, I think it's gonna pump long term, especially if Elon starts to integrate it within the Twitter space. For any type of reason, man. Because Twitter is here for the long haul, man. Especially here with these recent improvements and everything that Twitter has been doing, all these upgrades and Twitter Spaces, man. Twitter Spaces is like the next thing, man. Look what we doing now. You know what I mean? Like, so I think anything kind of attached with Twitter and attached with the rapid growth of Twitter is gonna help whatever coin that's attached to this in long term. So I think if Elon comes out and starts integrating Dogecoin, I think it's gonna start to stabilize as a coin, like in
Well,
general.
in this last week, it's had an over 100% pump. So if you'd bought this at the beginning before this week started, you would already be up double your money. Like there's like if you look at the chart right now, the weekly candle, it is massive. Like it just also went poof, right as soon as everybody realized he was taking over Twitter. I guess a lot of people speculated the same thing we're speculating now, and look at that. So if
Yeah,
that's not proof, I don't know what is.
I got a question about Doge, right? Because I guess you could say it's pretty centralized in a sense of Doge is not mined on its own; it's mined with Litecoin. So, like, is there any way to separate Doge from Litecoin?
I'm not sure, Mixie.
Is there any way to separate Doge from Litecoin? I have no idea. I thought they were two separate currencies. Are you saying can you use it on other blockchains? Is that what you're getting at?
No, Doge is its own blockchain, but the processing power of Doge comes from Litecoin. Like Dogecoin is mined with every block of Litecoin, Doge is mined. So it's not like you can get an ASIC miner to just mine Doge alone. And I'm just wondering, is it possible to like separate Doge from that?
I'm sure it could be. I'm sure it could be.
Yeah, man. Uh, So let me go ahead and introduce our guest, man. Our guest for today. We're gonna run down a couple more topics before we jump in the interview. Um, like normal scheduled Space Cadet show. But I want to go ahead and introduce our guest of today is Soundrig NFT. We got Sonny, Sonny from Soundrig, seeing from Soundrig. So he's the co-founders. But what's up, Sonny?
Yeah, what's popping, bro? All good, man. I'm in a time zone way ahead of you guys, so it's late afternoon here. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you. And also we've got Quinton coming, but he's with the little one at the moment doing daddy stuff.
Welcome, man, and good afternoon to you.
Cheers,
We
brother.
appreciate you for stopping through and shedding light on what's going on with Soundrig. We're really, really excited. Soundrig is a platform that I've really, really been anticipating. I've had a chance to demo, and I was really blown away, man. So thank you for stopping through and, enlightening us.
Respect, man. I'm looking forward to your questions, really, because any way that we can actually clarify to everyone what exactly it is, how it's different, and how we anticipate it will change things for music artists. That's really our goal, really, to make it a better experience for musicians trying to live out their passion and just make music and also most importantly make money from it.
All right, definitely. All right, so we're gonna go over a few topics here, a few more topics. Then we're gonna dive into the interview with Soundrig. So let's go ahead and hop on to our next topic. Um, so let's talk more about what's going on with these marketplaces. If you go look at the top, we got our next topic. Our next topic is, let me load it up. Magic Eden. flip-flops on Solana NFT royalties, making them optional. Solana's top NFT marketplace no longer forces traders to pay creator royalties after rival upstarts cut into its market share. Man, my whole opinion on this is actually the creators are getting it really sucks. It really sucks from my perspective, because the creators are the ones getting hit. You know what I mean? The creators are getting hit in this undercutting of the marketplaces. Like, these marketplaces are undercutting each other the same way people do with NFTs on the market. Like, if people, and I'm just sharing that perspective, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just a marketplace. Oh, we got zero fees. And then the next marketplace say, oh, we got zero fees. But, at the end of the day, the artists are the ones, getting cut out. What if you had a NFT project where you were doing a lot with the royalties? You know what I'm saying? The royalties are a big part of these NFT projects, and if you just yank the royalties and make them optional, that's enough to make a thriving project damn near a rug pull. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can go from you can damn near go from being a top project to damn near a rug pull just off royalties alone. These royalties are paying people salaries. It's employing teams. It's employing developers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's doing majority of the work, but they count and they matter. You know what I'm saying? In the space earlier this week, Hosky was talking. They was like, "Oh yeah, it's only like 25,000 ADA worth of royalties," and then we was just like, "What?" Like, you could do something with that. You know what I mean? You could do something towards progressing your project, making your project better. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is a big blow to the artists. This is a huge blow to the creators. And I wanted to see what you guys thought about it, with these marketplace battling for zero royalties.
Man, it's mad, and that's that's a prime example of why centralization is just very, very bad, right? Because if we continue with that pattern, there's essentially no difference than what's going on in Web 2. And the whole purpose of us implementing this is so that we have an ability to monetize at a higher and more effective rate. These centralized marketplaces, man, they gotta go, dude. I'm not capping, bro. Like, it's all about the decentralized wave, giving money back to the users, giving money back to the creators, because this is just madness, man. You know, they crawl, they gravel for us to use their marketplaces. The moment we start using it, they become the dominant ones, and they want to turn their backs on us, and that's just ridiculous, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just I look at it like, they just carrying that. It's just business mentality, you know what I'm saying? Because you just said it awesome in the article. They said the reason they did it was because other marketplaces were taking some of their market share, which is crazy to me. I mean, it's competition. But like, did they do any research though with the people in the community, like to see, oh, do you are royalties important to you? Like, would no royalties cause you to leave? Or, did they do any of this research first, or did they just look at, the fact that they losing market share and was like, fuck y'all, we gonna do this? And you know what I'm saying, and just bust a move on the business. It's just business tip, which that's what it seemed like. But because most of the community seems to be in upheaval. They upset about it. They moving around, they bridging out. They like, well, if that's how y'all carrying it, we gonna do this. But yeah, that's like my take on it.
Yeah, it's basically the existing legacy world, like consumerism and business mentality. And what they're doing is they're bringing the old way of thinking into this new space, and they're just trying to fuck each other over because what just it basically comes down to greed, right? They want to get the most money, they want to be the market leader or whatever, but they're not thinking about the creators. They're not thinking about the artists and the people who are behind the projects. They just want to be the top place. But this space was not made for that. And the more people that think that way is just going to do more damage. What they need to have is fucking patience. Just like patience, build something solid and build something of value that people will come for that and they will recognize that. Otherwise, it just looks like anything that's already out there on the fucking internet.
Facts, man. Facts. These shortcut methods, man. These shortcut methods are, are not gonna bode well long term. Because even and this is my thing too, right? Magic Eden, even just talking about Magic Eden, it's so crazy, man. NFT marketplaces have been the top news this week, period, even in our ecosystem. But Magic Eden, man, like for them to go make such a hasty decision and cut everybody out of the conversation it really goes to show what type of character they have, right? Like they really just glossed over the community and they said, you know what? We don't care. We don't care what y'all think. Like we're trying to keep up with the next. And it's like, but the thing is, it's so funny to me, right? Is the marketplace that did it first they're still going to be the first, right? They still going to be the first to do that because they carved out that lane. They said, oh, 0% royalties, right? Or making royalties optional, rather. Optional royalties. That marketplace is still going to be known for being the first to do that. So you're not going to gain your market share back by copying and pasting what they did. Like all you're gonna do is continue to lose more market share because you place yourself behind them as number two.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, my bad. It kind
no, you good, Crib, you good.
Oh, I was just about to say, yeah, it seemed like Magic Eden whole style, from me being over in that ecosystem and seeing a little bit, it's been on the defensive ever since OpenSea integrated Solana NFTs and everything. It's like, all right, now we got to integrate Ethereum NFTs because all they keep thinking about is market share, market share. It seems like that even show right there. So, I know when that marketplace came out, I can't remember if it was called ZAR or whichever, the 0% market place was. I don't remember the name, but when they came out, I don't remember a bunch of fuss about that. I don't remember a bunch of people like, yo, forget Magic Eden, we going to Zar or whatever the name was. I remember people still like highly transacting on Magic Eden. So I don't understand it, to be honest. It just from the community and from the outside of Magic Eden standpoint, it don't look right. It don't seem right.
Yeah, it definitely don't seem right, man. And it's really it is actually brings me to my next topic too. I'm actually finna look up a post about it. Is the Aptos marketplace, right? Um, the reason why I'm bringing up the Aptos marketplace, because to me, right, the Aptos marketplace is like an example of what they're doing with the NFT marketplaces. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the plays are all correlated with each other, right? And I'm actually posting it right now, posting the article right now. Let me post this real quick and pull it up. Boom. Okay, I just pointed up at the top. Solana killer. Aptos is grossly overvalued according to Coin Bureau host. Now, the reason why I brought put this together with this topic is because it's like the same plays being made with the NFT marketplaces are being made with coins as well, right? So you had this thing going on with Magic Eden with the royalties, and now people are ready to jump ship from Solana, period, right? Period. Like, and I've talked to several people, and I got like a general consensus, and a lot of people, we even met a few new people over here in the Cardano space due to what's going on with Magic Eden. You know what I mean? Project 369, shout out to him. But he came over this week and started jumping in our spaces because he said, hey, Magic Eden fucked us over. So now we over here, like, we was planning on using those royalties. You know what I mean? So Now jump into this Aptos talk, and next thing you know, I'm talking to people in the community and they in Solana, and they like, oh, we're moving over to Aptos. Aptos this, Aptos that. And come to find out, Aptos is backed by some of the same VCs that backed Solana. that backs Solana. And I'm looking at it like, yo, what's going on? And if you guys been paying attention to Aptos, and I've been over there, I made a wallet and everything. You paying attention to Aptos, right? They're on Coinbase already, bro. Like they've literally been on mainnet about a week now. Aptos has been mainnet about a week now, and they're already on Coinbase. They're already on FTX. They're already on a bunch of major coin exchanges already. Centralized coin exchanges. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this the same thing going on with the NFT marketplaces. It's like Aptos is trying to undercut Solana. You know what I'm saying? And use the same VCs to do it. But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. I just want to shed light on what's going on, and just watching the space and what's going on. And also from what I'm seeing with Aptos is that they're using a lot of the same resources that Solana's using, like for whitelisting, a lot of these different systems, man. But what are you guys thinking about that in general? Like, what do you think about these marketplaces undercutting each other, these coins undercutting each other, and these VCs? And I definitely want to ask about put emphasis on VCs because Cardano, we're like a bootstrap we're like a bootstrap cryptocurrency. You know what I'm saying? We kind of strapped up our boots and said, hey, we're gonna band together as a community. We gonna build this thing, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom, and we're gonna see where we can take it. But first I'm gonna go ahead and go over to Coxie. What's good, Coxie?
Yeah, so we all know what Aptos is. We all know what the fuck going on with that. Now as far as them using a lot of resources that Solana had, we can't really blame them for that specifically. Because it's just coding language. So Near Protocol, Polkadot, they all use Rust. So therefore, they all could implement things from each other. Aptos runs on Move, which is a coding language off of Rust, the same way Plutus is a coding language off of Haskell. So it wouldn't be hard to integrate those resources within the Aptos ecosystem. So I don't think that specifically is a red flag, but everything about Aptos immediately coming out randomly the week that Solana is going through all of this, we already know what the fuck going on.
All right,
Yeah,
Sonny. What you
yeah,
got,
I was just
Sonny?
going to say, really, look, when it comes down to projects being backed by VCs, yeah, all VCs want is fucking money. That's it. That's all they're interested in, and they will make all the leadership of each project. They'll pressure them into making decisions that are not good for the creators or whatever in this situation, because really what they want is their money back and more. They want profit, right? So if they feel that another project is going and doing something and they're going to start losing market share, well, now you better do what they're doing. That's the angle they're always going to come up at. And I know we're going to talk about Soundrig later, but I just want to say that before starting Soundrig was, guys, if someone comes with a boatload of money and they're like not gonna let us have control, they're not gonna um, stay true to the philosophy of Soundrig, then we'll just give them the middle finger. I don't give a fuck if they say like, we'll give you 50 million or whatever, because we know that Soundrig will not become what we intended it to. They'll turn it into something else. So we don't want that. I'm in it for life. So, and unfortunately, some people cannot take the pressure. They will obviously take the money from the VCs. Now they're like basically shackled, and then after that they have to do what they say. And that's, I think, the case of a lot of projects, because VCs have seen this as quick money makers. They've given the money out because they know the three, the one or two big ones in their whole portfolio is going to kill it, and they play the others of each other, because the way they look at it is either way we're going to win.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say something of that nature too. It just looked like VCs. They just like Sonny was saying, they putting their money different places, allocating it to different whatever chains or whatever coins, whatever, and just to see who's gonna be the winner. They gotta have it in multiple places. They're not gonna be biased like, oh, we're only gonna do Solana. So I mean, I'm not even questioning that. That's already known, but it looked like Aptos is trying to build off of quote unquote where Solana went wrong. Still same style, you know what I'm saying? We saying the same, a lot of the same developments on Aptos as we saw on Solana. And yeah, they even already saying off top like the one Sui, or I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but SUI, like that's gonna be after Aptos. But I was like reading that stuff, and they were saying that they're not connected to Aptos. Only connection is that they both teams, the developers, came off of the failed Diem and Libra.
Good point, Crib. Good point, Crib. Give me a second. I'm about to get to the hands. I want to welcome Quentin. Quentin from Soundrig is here. What's good, Quentin? How you feeling, man?
Dude, how are you? Sorry I'm late, man. I had a gymnastic class with my daughter. Just getting out, and I'm feeling great, man, and blessed to be here, man. Thanks for having us.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Right now, we're just going through some of the topics, so you're good, man. Take your time. Take your time. We're actually gonna go through probably like two more topics. We just go through, the current media and what's going on in the news today. Right now, we're talking specifically about the new blockchain that is Aptos and the VCs behind it, and just the mindset with VCs in general. But yeah, Quinn, take your time, take your time. But I want to get to who was first, Gully or Coxie? I know one of y'all.
Go ahead, Gully.
All right. You still in the shower?
Everybody hates Coxie.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that with the Aptos thing and Sui as well, like we know what it is. It's the big tech takeover. It's the Web 2 ain't gonna try to isn't gonna go away quietly. They're gonna try to infiltrate as much as they can, and so long as we do our due diligence, hopefully we can avoid it to some extent, at least, if not completely sidestep it.
Silicon Valley, they said we here. Y'all not
Mm-hmm.
us out. Y'all not putting us out.
Yeah, Coxie was good.
All right, so yeah, I was actually brushing my teeth. I'm getting ready to leave, but
All right, next.
so anyway, so look, this is the thing, right? I like to do a lot of research into different chains and new chains that come in, right? So, some concerning things that I found out about Aptos, and also this is why I do believe that it has potential to get a lot of adoption, and it's a bad thing. So, because Aptos comes from Diem, like the Facebook protocol that they were trying to make, Aptos actually has the power to take things out of your wallet. Like you can have a coin in there and they can take it out. Like it's so when a lot of people talk about Solana like technically hinted at that they could do that, but they still never showed that they actually can. This is something being promoted that it can do. So that's something that I think that governments would love to have, like the ability to take money back. So that's one of the scary things that I learned about Aptos.
Go ahead,
I'm about
Wendy.
I'm about to post at the top, a screenshot from the Coin Bureau YouTube video about it when he said something about what Mixie or Coxie was just saying.
Okay, bet. Go ahead and post that, Crip. Hey, Too Illy, we got you next. What's up, Too Illy?
What's going on? I hope everybody having a beautiful morning and afternoon, evening, all that good stuff. But no, I just wanted to like just give my opinion on just like a lot of like new blockchains that's coming up and stuff like that, stuff that pop up and people know a little bit about or 50% about, but just don't know what's really going on because it's so new. I look at it like, as far as, I mean, you buying a house, you know what I'm saying? You work 5 years to stack your money up, get your credit right for a house, you know what I'm saying? And you just gonna come and give your money to a developer who just started building houses, you know what I'm saying? Or versus, I mean, a developer who's been building houses forever, take their time, you know what I'm saying? Or do you want a house that's built in 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Like you want one of those cookie cutter houses. So I look at it like we out here working hard for our money and things like that, and all these new blockchains is popping up, you know what I'm saying? And try not to be so quick, you know what I'm saying, to jump into these projects because shit, we already know a lot of these people got ulterior motives and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And being able to take money out your wallets and VCs, you know what I'm saying, pumping the price, you know what I mean, or snatching their money out when the prices do jump up, then leaving us with the bag, you know what I mean? So shit, end of the day, do you want a house that's built in 2 months, you know what I mean, or a house that's, I mean, took a nice amount of time, I mean, to get built, making sure all the kinks is worked out and things like that. So, but I just wanted to get my 2 cents on that.
All right, all right. Good point. Good point, to Willie. I like that point. Esco, what's good with you, Esco?
Good
Welcome to
morning. Good morning.
Space Cadets.
Hell yeah. First, I want to say shout out to Crib. I'm not gonna disclose what's up, but you know that the thing that you DM me about, you sent me a video about. Um, it's actually we're making quite a bit of progress, brother. I really appreciate. We're working with the dude and the designer dude and the whole situation is actually unfolding pretty good. You know me, I'm kind of OCD and I'm always just kind of like, on shit. So I was like, yo, we're getting this motherfucker going now. I need to know numbers, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of been on that shit and it's happening, bro. I'm going to actually include you in that chat. I'm going to add you to it right now so you know what's up because you were obviously contributing to it as well. And I think it's awesome. And you should be included in seeing how it all unfolds and the whole situation. So I'm going to add you here in a second. But regardless, I mean, aside from that, fucking the whole Aptos thing, man, uh, it's gonna be the what Coquito here said, the angry chicken dog, um, it's the most important and most valuable part of the whole thing, because that gives the the government the answer that they need when it comes to like embezzlement or money laundering or tax evasion or any other things, right? Is that they have the power of controlling the funds, recovering funds, and they have control of it. You know what I mean? So that is what it's that is the opposite of what the government has been opposing this whole time with decentralized cryptocurrencies. And that is the single factor that makes them different and what the governmental bodies will love. So unfortunately, as we know from watching this video, this dude, with his accent, makes this really pleasant for you to listen to and everything. We found out that obviously it's like sort of it's being assumed that it's derived from Libra and the whole Facebook thing and blah 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 and a whole bunch of smart people and it's kind of mysterious and all this other shit. But obviously they have a lot of money, man, and as we know, America is a giant place, obviously, and it's full of consumers, and um, there with money you can pursue people to consume what you want by putting it in their faces even if it's at a loss. You know what I mean? Obviously this is not going to be at a loss to them considering they control the supply and all this other shit, but with money they can infiltrate that shit into Facebook and all these other things and make it the currency of choice just by marketing it and the marketing power. That doesn't mean that for people like us who know about it that we would actually adopt that, but to the regular suckerfish on Facebook and stuff like that, is definitely gonna be a go. So I think Coquito here now has his new blockchain because he's a Solana lover, and Aptos is gonna be putting Solana out of business. So at least your
Yo,
Solana fund.
bag is there. There, but I do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
pain.
I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Just want to give you a share. I hope you're doing well, Mixie.
I don't know who that is.
You
Yeah,
always come with this bullshit, man. Okay, Coquito, tell your owner or whatever, the little short dude with the pump shoes, hitting trees with the mallet, eating twerk chicken. That dude, tell him I said what's up. Thanks.
yeah,
Will
yeah.
do.
Go ahead, respond, Coxie.
No, I just simply said will do.
Yeah, I wanted to branch off what Illy said when he was talking about the building house thing. It's like these people are legit developers. They're legit builders. They have, the teams to build something at scale. But it's just like what they're building and like the motives. Like I think you said something about the motives too. But it's it's uh it's definitely a finesse play. Like I think Esco was kind of getting at to bring in regular smuggler people to get them to adopt and then but to have that control over it because that's really what they want really they want to have that means like that post I posted up there to freeze coins and stop you from making transactions and when they see fit, and you can say what you want, whether you view that as wrong or right, but I mean that's not what's supposed to be being built here. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point of this. I get all the different BS going on around the world, some dangerous things, but it's just gonna have to be other things built around it because this is supposed to be financial I want to say independence for people, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like not having that forced attachment to the legacy systems, and being able to have custody over your funds and stuff like that and move it and do with it as you see fit, up until, you get checked for it if it's too, I guess, quote unquote, too far out of line. But um yeah, man, it's not even that they not builders because they gonna build some amazing looking and seeming things, but it's just the fact that I feel like they not taking it in the direction that this should be going.
Big facts, big facts, big facts. Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Marketplace after marketplace fall, new blockchains, all this shit, man. Hey, I think everybody getting ready for the next bull, man, to pump some serious liquidity in the space. But yeah, man, that's the last on our topics. We're actually about to jump into our interview with the homies from Soundrig. We also got a Theoscape that just jumped up too. What's up, Theoscape? How you doing, man?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us here. Sorry that I was a bit late, but I'm working hard on the project, so I'm still working right now that I'm talking to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I'm very excited. Um, I'm very excited, man, about the Soundrig project, man, and everything you guys got going on. Um, I actually had the honor to be a part of Soundrig by way of a Soundrig podcast, and we will actually be debuting that early next week. So that will be coming out early next week. We've already done our first episode. So major shout out to Soundrig, man. We're definitely working on some amazing stuff over there. Um, so let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So first and foremost, I would like for you guys to just introduce yourselves and then tell the people what Soundrig is.
Okay. Quentin, do you want to go first? Because you always want to go first.
No, it's okay. I got a crying baby in the car.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd say hello again. My name is Sunny. I'm from the UK. I'm co-founder of Soundrig. Do you guys want like a little backstory or what?
Yeah, you can give us a little backstory, man. We love story time here.
Perfect. Cool.
Set up
So
the mood, man.
amazing. So yeah, Soundrig was actually born back 2011, and back then, obviously, we didn't have Web3 like we know it now. We didn't have the blockchain. So when I came up with the idea, I was struggling to actually get it out there. So the concept came from um, the music talent and the industry as how they treat them. So I come from a town called Bedford, which is like huge amount of musical talent, underground music scene. We've got one of the biggest radio stations that started off as a pirate radio station called Into Beats. And even though I'm not musically gifted myself, I love music and I grew up on hip hop and I had a lot of friends that were artists, right? So I noticed that even though they were really talented and they were doing all the right moves and they were trying very hard to get out there, they couldn't. And they couldn't because their their music career was being dictated by record labels and the execs and the A&Rs and all that stuff. So unless you had someone you knew or you were really marketable, then you weren't getting anywhere. So you've all seen people that aren't really talented getting massive followings and space, and then people who are talented because they're not seen as marketable, they don't get anywhere. So I had this vision, and then it was back when iPhone 4 was out, so you know how long ago that was, and we created a prototype and we coded it using Xcode, put it on there. We went out to some investors and we met some studio execs. The record labels quickly saw it as a threat, so they weren't interested. The investors didn't really understand what it was because we couldn't actually distribute it. So anyway, I put it back. I put it on the back burner, let's say, simmered away, and then I wouldn't let it go. So even my co-founder back then, Ben, who did the tech side of it, he moved on. He weren't interested in it or whatever, right? So I just held on to dear life. And then when COVID happened, I saw his opportunity to really make the dreams come true because I was like, now is the time to do a career shift because I had lost my job. So I got involved in I was involved in crypto anyway since 2018. And then when Cardano came out, I was blown away. I was like, wow, especially like with Charles and his vision and everything. So I was like, this is the blockchain for me, but I didn't know how to do it. And then when COVID happened, I was like, my one of my biggest passions is writing. So I'm a creative writer. I've written a children's book, and I like write articles and stuff like that. So I saw it as a way of getting into that industry by doing copywriting. So I did some copywriting for free, did some, for paid work, built up a portfolio, got into NMaker. So I got a job at NMaker basically, and Patrick hired me as a technical copywriter, and it was quickly apparent in I don't know 3 months or 4 months that I wasn't really a technical copywriter. I was more of a creative copywriter, and then I'm obviously good at projects, so I moved from there to Leaf. Now, Leaf Agency are the guys that worked with NMaker in creating all the websites for some of the top crypto projects that have launched on their website. So Nido, I think Nido did his own thing, but I had an opportunity to interview Nido. But Ada Ninjas, I can't remember all of them top of my head, but they've done all of them. So I was like, I want to get into more project work, but I also saw it as a way to get Soundrig off the fucking, get started basically. So as part of my interview with Tobias, who's the CEO at Leaf Agency, I pitched Soundrig as a project, as a side project I could do while I'm in the company building business for them. He loved the idea. And then he was like, dude, this guy called Quinton from Canada literally had the same idea as you, almost word for word. We should meet. That was 4 months ago, or something like that. And so we spoke for about a month, And then I didn't really have many connections in the Web3 space. That's like Quinton's domain. But I had all the connections with the music industry, the Web2 artists from the UK. And obviously, I'm a people person. Like, I make connections. That's what I do. So I knew I could make the business happen. I just needed the tech guys and obviously the connections. So fucking hell, 11 years after having the idea, I finally had the technology, which was obviously what we'd been waiting for, which was the blockchain, and then the delivery vehicle for the music products, which were NFTs. And then I had the team. So I had Quinton, I had Tobias, myself, and basically in 2 months, I think, yeah, 2 months, we managed to get the player developed. And if for the guys that don't know, the music player is special in the way that it plays only encrypted NFTs. So that secures the content within the NFT for the creators. So everything on the NFTs is completely exclusive. I mean, look, yeah, I'm going to clarify that with Quentin later with you guys so you understand really what we mean by exclusive content. But what I'm trying to say is the player plays exclusive content so that it cannot be copied or lifted from pool.pm. And then once we had that in, like I said, in the space of 2 months, that was that MVP. So that player is free for everyone. Soon we're going to go cross chain so that you'll be able to connect your MetaMask wallet to the player and still will remain free so that basically we want all traffic from all blockchains coming over to Soundrig, which is going to be obviously native to Cardano, and all the artists on Soundrig will hopefully get the exposure for all of the from all of the other blockchain people, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna let Quinton speak now. That's the backstory anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify something real quick. So the media player plays any NFT. The whole point is that it's like inclusive, but our NFTs will be that we'll be releasing on November 1st are going to be encrypted, so that the files that they contain are protected, so that the
I'm sorry about that. I was trying to bring Sarge up.
Okay. Yeah, so our media player, we have an encryption tool that we created, and the NFTs that we'll be releasing are going to be encrypted so that if you go to pool.pm, you'll see that there's the contents, but even if you were to go to IPFS, the files will be corrupt if you download them from IPFS. So we're protecting the data from the NFTs that we have. And I just want to clarify that real quick. But yeah, so I'm Quinton. I'm one of the co-founders with Sunny and Tobias. I am a classically trained violinist. I played violin for 8 years and was in a youth orchestra for 6 years. I haven't played for a while, though. I could still play. I actually did last year. Someone challenged me and I played, but it wasn't great. But yeah, I mean, I've always had a really big passion for music. And then so last year, when NFTs were going nuts, I decided I saw a real big potential for music on blockchain to drive change and just to really benefit musicians. So I started another project, which led me to creating a whole white paper for basically Soundrig. And then, as Sunny said, what I did is I did a charity concert called Cardano for Ukraine with Tobias, where we had Cardano who did like a 2-hour concert, and you bought NFT concert tickets, and we sent 100% of the proceeds to a charity called Wonder Charity, which was helping Ukrainian refugees who had fled to Poland. And we were able to raise enough money to like feed 36 families for a week, I think it was. Like, it was pretty cool considering we got it together within just over a week and a half from concept to getting the music made and everything. It was really impressive. And then so after that, I showed him my white paper and I pitched it. And then as Sunny said, he was like, you would not believe it, dude. A guy from end maker literally pitched me like the exact same thing this week, and yeah, the rest is history. We're now in the process of onboarding. Well, on Tuesday we're releasing 7 new tracks with 3 Web 2 musicians that we've onboarded to Cardano, and we're working with a great number of more Web 2 artists to get them on Cardano. We actually just partnered with a record label who has over 100 releases, and they're going to be bringing their artists on chain. And we're partnering with like a refugee camp in Kenya, and we have ambassadors in 15 countries, I believe. So we're really recruiting a lot of people onto Web3. And the premise for Soundrig is that it's a music service / ecosystem that's leveraging the benefits of blockchain technology to really drive a big changing force in the music industry and prioritize, the musician or the creatives in the industry who currently are just being exploited. Like even the big artists don't make what they should really. It's they get a lot of the money taken away from them, and for instance, a lot of them make most of their money from merch sales and concert tours. And basically, we want to change that so we are maximizing revenue distributed to the musicians and really providing fans of these musicians the opportunity to get really exclusive content. And kind of the idea that we came up with when we were thinking about how to go about this is, a limited edition record or even like a DVD. The old DVDs, like the first ones, would come out and they'd have all this extra content, like a director's commentary and stuff, and even someone have like games. And with NFTs, this is all possible because right now it's just being used for a picture, mostly a picture or a thing, but it's really like a package, and you could put as much information as you want. The only thing is that the more data you store, the longer it takes to download, right? But so that's what we're going for is you're getting a song, you're getting artwork, but you're getting a lot more. You're getting behind the scenes of the creation of the song, the real authentic artist, anything. I mean, we have Theo, who's actually doing a release with us, and he's chosen to actually airdrop. So he's doing 200 tracks, and he's airdropping 200 unique one-of-one PFPs that he's created. So every song that you buy will get you a PFP, and we have a ton of stuff. There's right now, the things that we're thinking of, I think, are just beginning, and it's the tip of the iceberg, and it's going to be way, way, way cooler down the line. But right now, it's still so revolutionary. Like no one else is really doing this, and because of our encryption tool and stuff, we can even do things like have a NFT with a concert ticket in it. And because you wouldn't be able to access that on like Pool.pm, you could use that for like entrance into an event, because you could just open up the media player and show the ticket, and it'd be like a one-of-one ticket. No one else could steal it. And yeah, it could be really cool. I'm gonna have to go for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Let me take I see a couple hands. I definitely see a couple hands. Let me take a second just to reset the space and let you guys know who's coming in, what's going on. So, yo, it's your boy Awesomeisjayell, aka the biggest music artist in the metaverse. You are now tuning in to the Space Cadets episode 11 with Soundrig. So, we got Soundrig here as our guest. And they're just here. We're interviewing them, and they're explaining their platform and everything that they do and what they plan to do with their platform. With that being said, you guys go ahead and retweet out the space. We are doing a giveaway. I am giving away an Awesomeisjayell music NFT today, so you guys go ahead and retweet out the space. for your chance to win a Awesomeisjayell music NFT. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into some of these hands real quick because I'm pretty sure you guys got some questions for Soundrig. So Coxie, what you got?
All right, I got two questions just to see where your head's at. The first question is, do you think it's more important to bring artists to Cardano specifically, or the blockchain in general? And then my second question is, are you concerned at all about any of the Web 2 companies coming over here?
Thank you for the questions rather. Well, so we chose Cardano because of what Cardano is and the way it's moving forward and the vision it has and the ethos behind it, everything like that. For us, it was the natural choice. And then obviously we want to onboard musicians from all over the world onto Web3 in general, right? So it's like a twofold thing because at the end of the day, we know that a lot of people around the world, especially in developing countries, they might be talented musicians, but they're not going to have the education and all the people willing to educate them to get them onto Web3. So we thought, and this is not just music makers, artists, but this is also music lovers. So pretty much everyone in the world. So we thought, what's the best way to educate people and get them onto Web3 is through the power of music or through the love of music, right? So with these people who love music, if they have artists that they're already following from the Web 2 space and they're fans of theirs, and this artist now is on Soundrig, well, hopefully they'll come over, at least look at the website, and we're trying to break down the barriers of entry, so that people don't find it such a headache to like get involved. So that's why we wanted to use the end maker because they've got the most basically they've sorted out the whole issue of payments, yeah, so that people can just simply buy an NFT with a credit card. They don't need to know about wallet yet. They don't need to have crypto yet. They can literally just pay by credit card for the music NFTs they love, and then we will bridge the gap by educating them on how to turn this paper wallet where the NFT ends up, and then put them into a new wallet and then go from there. So in answer to that, yeah, we're basically using Cardano as piggybacking to get people onto the music artists and the music lovers onto Web3 in general. And with respect to the legacy Web2 music, re- music industry, sorry, well,
Uh,
look, they're going to either see us as a threat or not. Yeah. And we have to be ready and we have to be really unified in not just Soundrig, but everyone in the space. Because when they feel that we're starting to take market share away from them, then they're obviously going to come hunting and they're going to try to break people down and stuff like that. But the one thing that I am confident that they don't really have a leg to stand on is they don't give a shit about most artists around the world. They don't give a fuck. They're just literally only out for the people who are marketable in their eyes and will make the money, right? What we're saying is Soundrig is now a platform for all music artists all over the world who have talent and have the potential to become the best they can be. So if we let the market decide, not the labels, not executives, not A&R, we will say, look, we're giving you a platform. You can create a profile there so it becomes like a mini website for you if you don't have one. You can put all your social uh, outlets there, all your Insta, everything, all your paid for outlets, so Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. We don't take a single cut. You can put all that stuff on your profile. You can sell your music through Soundrig, and also, if the fans of your music that are listening to your stuff everywhere else want the exclusive stuff that is not available on anything, then they buy through Soundrig. So we're now actually supporting their career and we're giving them another outlet, another revenue stream, another way to get access to new fans and build their own brand. And, if they're like we've spoken to some people in Africa, right? There's one place that I made contact with in Kenya. It's called Kakuma Refugee Camp. There's 250,000 people that live there. And most of the kids that are talented, are into the music and really passionate, they've known is that refugee camp. And I will urge you to go to YouTube, look at Golden Family, or Kakuma, Kakuma, Kakuma All Stars. Just look at the fucking quality of the stuff they produce. It's literally like I was blown away because these guys have had to borrow a video camera from one person. They've had to borrow a laptop from another person from the other side of the camp. They've used somebody else's living room for a studio, and they put together this um, the music videos and the tracks all through the love of music and wanting opportunities. Now, who is giving those opportunities? No one. There's no one in the world who gives a shit about these people. But that's why Soundrig now exists, because we wanted to be that platform where we look at the independent, the upcoming, and the undiscovered artists around the world. And then, like I said, we'll let the market decide. Not everyone's going to become a star, we know that. But at least this way, they have a shot of getting out there. And by going multi chain and making the payment gateway so that people don't need to know about crypto, can buy music, hopefully that opens it up to the rest of the world. They will come to Soundrig to, let's say they're on a different chain, they come to Soundrig, connect their MetaMask wallet to the player, start listening to their music because it's the best place to do it. And then they're going to discover artists in our marketplace, or the ones that are launching as the platform. And then, wow, okay, I've never discovered this person before. Now they love their music. They can also go and buy their music on iTunes. They can stream it through SoundCloud and Spotify. But they fall in love with that person so much so that if they want the exclusive content, they'll buy through Soundrig. And by making the NFT, or the tunes as we're calling, because we want to get away from the narrative of NFTs, because they are just the technology, the underlying technology. It's not the be or end all. So the tunes are the product. And the concept that we came up with, actually, it was an idea from 2011, is the whole DVDs. Because back then, the DVDs, the movie was available everywhere. You get it on Sky TV, on cable, or whatever, right? But the extra features on that DVD, the behind the scenes footage, the bloopers, the interviews, that was never available anywhere. You had to have the DVD. So they're now we're doing the same concept for the musicians, and then by making the NFTs finite, so maximum 500 or 1,000. Well, to be fair, we're letting the artists decide. We're recommending ideas to them, but we're saying, look, the more there are, the less valuable there are, right? The higher the price, the selling price, probably the less chance people are going to buy it. So we're helping them figure out how best way to do it. But most of these artists that are launching on the first are doing maximum 1,000. Most of them are doing like 500, and that's it. And they're the first ones, so they're like the Genesis NFTs. And in the future, when they become famous, hopefully they do, then those NFTs, we expect them the value to go higher, because throughout all the world, there's only ever going to be 500 of those first ones.
Hey,
And that's it.
Sonny.
I'll let Quentin.
Sonny, I was about to say, I was just really about to add on to what you were saying, and what Coxie asked. He was asking about what comes first, enrolling people on Cardano or just on the blockchain, period. And I'll be first to say, especially for the first episode of our of the Soundrig podcast, the first two guests were actually onboarded. One is actually a Tanzania artist from Africa, and the other one is actually a UK artist. So Soundrig was able to onboard these guys from Tanzania and UK, both respectively, not only onboard them, but onboard them from different countries. Also, I think the UK artist, Elcams, was actually already on Ethereum, and I'm not sure if Chin Bees was on a blockchain, but they were able to successfully onboard these guys onto Cardano. So that was very impressive. You know what I mean? And I've seen that just with the first interview. But with that being said, let's go ahead and go on over to Quentin. What's up, Quentin?
Yo, I just wanted to add a little bit, just in case I forgot. The questions were cross-chain and worried about like the Web 2 industry, right? That was the questions?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, one of the big things is that for us, we all believe music is a universal language, and the tribalism between blockchains is something that music could help really combat. We could really help, unify Web3, because you guys were just talking about, the Silicon Valley is coming to, take over. We need to stand together, right? And music can be that kind of thing that unites us all. And also, I mean, Cardano, we are here because we believe in it, we love in it, but there are pros and cons to using other chains, and there's other solutions, other projects. Dr. Oz, I saw it down, thumbs down. That's funny. But you want to include. Our goal is to include as many people as possible. So we are going to try and include, every chain that we can get on. And what I was saying earlier is that we're leveraging blockchain technology to kind of fix some of the major problems, or our solutions to the music industry. And so, I mean, for our first releases, we're actually using DSPs to get the music onto iTunes, onto Spotify. So the music itself isn't exclusive, it's the extra content. As Sunny was saying, you could go to Netflix and watch a movie. You can get the movie, but you can't get any of that extra value that you would have gotten with a CD of that movie. And so in that sense, we're not that worried. And because we are doing this whole movement of onboarding people, we're onboarding their fans. So for instance, Chin Bees is the biggest trap artist in Tanzania. Also in Africa, until iTunes isn't the biggest platform. Spotify is not the biggest thing. It's Boomplay. And so, I mean, we're going already global. We're in 15 countries, and we're building, fan bases in these countries where the biggest Web 2, solutions aren't. And he has like 200,000 followers. Even if 1%, even if 0.5% of his followers jump over, that's still 2 to 1,000 people who would be coming onto Cardano. And, that's still a win, man. That's still more people in the ecosystem. That's still more people who are being exposed to the artists that we have, because I mean, we have 4 Web 3 artists and 3 Web 2 artists. So the hope is that we're going to keep, is it going to be a cascading effect where the Web 2 community is onboarded in a seamless manner, and it's self-propelling. Like, the more people who are interested, the more people get interested, and the more people who come on, and the more people discover music, and it'd be really cool.
All right. We got a couple of hands up. We're gonna go ahead and go on over to S Dizzle. He had his hand up for a while, but what's up, S Dizzle?
What's good, man? Top of the morning to all my cadets, man. Everybody out there, what's up with you, Soundrig? I came late as usual. This shit starts early where I'm at, but I'm just trying to get like a basic understanding of what you was kind of starting to understand what you guys are doing. Are you guys like a Web3 record label in a sense, or you guys are just like on it some distribution, like here's the artist, here's the music, and we're also dealing with NFTs?
No, we're not a label. We don't want to be a label or anything. So one of the biggest problems currently is that there's no marketplace specifically for music. Basically, we want to be a platform to sell your music and offer services that will propel the careers of musicians and offer them opportunities they would have never otherwise happened. But we don't want any rights from the artist. We don't want any of the Web 2 royalties. We just want to help them leverage blockchain technology to, offer their fans a very exclusive product that could, really benefit them a lot more than anything else that is available with Web 2 solutions. I mean, if you look at the anyone who's in music knows that you basically make absolute nothing off of
Yeah,
streaming.
no, I do. I do music. It's like 4 artists up here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like asking, like, okay, is this more of a distribution type thing? Is this like a partnership? It's like a, like a venture, like, your business venture, like, and it seems more so like that, which I kind of really like. It really seems like a good idea. You guys just want to push and get the artists out there. You don't want to take nothing from the artist. You don't want no revenue, no crazy contract, no fucking 360 deals, no none of that, which is super fucking dope. And to hear you guys are already in different countries and shit and kind of spreading the word out is like super fucking dope, which makes me kind of want to like, fuck with y'all. Like I do music. I would love to see like, okay, how can this platform help me get my shit out there? You know what I'm saying? So this is a dope concept and a dope idea.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much, dude.
Yeah. Hold on, my bad. I'm trying to get my mic right. Yeah, I wanted to chime in. What's up, Q? What's up, Sonny? Uh,
What's up, bro?
Q was saying about the whole tribalism thing and all that, and you gotta think like music really does have that potential to shake things up, because right now when it comes to NFTs and stuff and onboard, we trying to sell people on either art or utility and stuff like that. Some people gravitate towards these things. Art probably is more of a simple thing, like, oh, you buying this art, and then we've transitioned into wanting utility, us being in the space on a regular basis. But like music, as people start to come in the Web3 to consume music, just think about how much easier it'll be to have people transition through chains for music. You get what I'm saying? So like with Soundrig being a platform, crossing into these different spaces, bringing artists from these different chains and different areas and whatnot, all to like cross pollinate or, cross come in connection with each other. That's going to cross communities. So it's like, and then it's just, you're just buying music. You know what I'm saying? You like an artist, you like what they're doing. And of course, they said they're going to have, the thing that'll make it different is like added benefits or added, layer besides just the music. But yeah, I feel like music is like a easier way to move people. It is like that universal language. Like I think that was Q said that. So I think it's gonna have a lot of potential to continue to push the cross chain and exploration that we starting to even see at this moment.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on that, man. Thank you for that. Some exciting news, actually. I had a meeting with somebody called Skylar Jet, SkyLarr, Jet, Jett. Check him out. He's basically a Grammy winning singer from way back in the day. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Commodores, but he's the guy that replaced Lionel Richie. And he has transitioned into wanting to develop a platform for socially conscious music. So, like, there's always been social conscious music, like Michael Jackson in loads of tracks, Stevie Wonder, etc., all for positive vibes, right? Bob Marley was a big example of that. But there's never been an actual platform. And when I met him the other day, he's like, my God, I fucking love this. And he goes, I can see this being a big vehicle or a platform for pushing out positive music that actually changes people's mentality and mindset, and tries to end wars and stuff like that. So for people that like that already, looking at it and seeing the benefits of it, I can't see there any problem with the induction of the real people from Web 2 and the legacy music industry coming on board. The people who are the sharks, yeah, or the snakes and the fucking rats, the people who are always going to try to basically take advantage of the musicians, they're not going to have a space here because it's going to be so obvious that what they're after, right? Only the ones that are really out for the artist are going to really come to Soundrig, and that's what we care for. So that's what I said earlier. It's like middle finger up to anyone who's out for any other reason apart from love, for the love of music and for helping create supporting talent that should be supported.
All right. We still got a couple hands up. We're gonna go ahead and go down to Coxie real quick. What's up, Coxie?
Go to Sergeant first, right quick. I'm at the store.
All right, cool. Yeah. Appreciate you, Coxie. So yeah, I alone like with Dizzle came in a little late, so I may have missed this, but if you wouldn't mind kind of recapping, how does the sound rig business model earn revenue, right? Because we could potentially be talking about multi-millions of dollars in terms of this music. And so I'm curious to know how y'all earn your revenue, so for sustainability purposes especially, right?
Go ahead, Quentin.
Yes. So I mean, we're starting simple. We don't really have so the base layers, we're taking 20% of sales revenue, but that's encompassing marketing budget for the musicians, the minting costs, and other promotional material, which actually I'll let Theoscape introduce after. But you know, that's enough that it will help sustain and propel us. And then we're going to be launching stream to earn services where we'll be getting a small cut of that. And I mean, we have already in the works quite a number of services that we'll be able to offer for a marginal fee and still be giving like 70 to 80% of any revenue to the musician. And it's totally sustainable from all the research we've done. um, I can't say too much, but I mean, you can look at the white paper. It's on our website. We have a whole page of actually how we intend to get revenue from the project. Oh, and sorry, my daughter was eating a crayon. But yeah, I mean, initially what it is going to be ads and the 20% cut, and that will be enough to sustain us for now.
Yeah, I just want to add to that is look, basically the whole industry is built upon fucking greed. Yeah, we know that the 360 deals and everything that the record labels do to artists is all to make money for themselves and to just cream as much as they can get. And we want to do the complete opposite of that. The whole vision of Soundrig is to prove to the world that you can make money sustainably in a record in the record music business and survive and thrive without killing the artist's revenue. And that's basically what we're out to prove because with just this 20% cut of all the NFT sales, we can do everything that we want to and sustain ourselves and ensure that the project moves on, and at the same time prove that it's not about the greed, because really that's what the whole music industry in IRL, yeah, in real life, has been up for the last, I think, 40, 50 years, or ever since the music industry whole even started.
No, yeah, I mean, I would agree, right? So for all intents and purposes, roughly about 20% of revenue would be going back to the project, right? And then the other 80 essentially would be going to the artist, if I understand that correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
that's correct. Yeah, and
Okay,
also
cool, cool,
I just
cool.
want to say that for especially right for the first few years, at least, the very least, most of that is going to be reinvested into Soundrig so that we can develop all the other things that we want to do in terms of the tech and in marketing and taking it out to the world. So one of the things that we're going to reinvest in is uh, well, we want to do live events, real live events for these artists. So what we figured was, look, most of these artists will probably never have the opportunity to, be at perform, sorry, at a concert, yeah, or an award ceremony. So what we're thinking was, after a year of Soundrig being live, we can collect the data and find the top selling bands, the top selling rappers, the top selling male, female artists, all the categories you find at like the BET Awards or the MTV Awards, and we have a location in Tampa, Florida, where we can do a real life concert, an awards event or awards ceremony. And then what we would do is we'll obviously know who the top artists are, fly them out wherever they are from, whether it's Africa or Asia or whatever, and allow them to perform in front of real audience of thousands of people. And then also put that on the metaverse so people who can't get to the event can buy a ticket at discount because they've already bought a Soundrig NFT or tunes, and then put it out there. And these are just the things that we want to reinvest in. So this 20% is going to bring a lot more to the platform and to the musicians than you could imagine.
I just want to jump in real quick. For anyone who's like seriously interested in anything that we're talking about today, I really do encourage you to go to our website, check out the media player, and also check out our white paper, because the white paper is something that's a product of, I mean, Sunny's 11 years working on this, and my whole last year, pretty much 12 hours a day dedicated to thinking how to make this work, how to make it the best product. And I mean, yes, like we're working on setting up like a charity to help musicians around the world get access to recording like studios and stuff. We're working on a stream to earn service. We already have done our media player. We are launching or starting our launch pad for musicians on Tuesday, November 1st. We're building hopefully will be the first music marketplace on Cardano. And there's so much more that we're doing. I mean, we're involving universities to get last year's students in like media studies and the art departments. We're working to get them engaged with the blockchain to help musicians create, the media packages, the artwork that they need to have very appealing, visually and very marketable products. And that's also a way that we can get the next generation of people into crypto without even necessarily having to force it on them. It's just like an optional final project or something, and it'll be to help create a music album cover or whatever. We're doing a lot, and actually would like, if it's all right, I know there's some hands up, but if Theo could introduce our newest addition to Soundrig.
All right, Theo. We're gonna go ahead and go to Theo, and then we're gonna get to the hand, Coxie.
Yeah, hi. Hello again. So yeah, a few words about me. I'm in the tourism business and marketing business for almost 15 years. And I was a professional DJ and producer from my, 15 years old up until now, which is more than 20 years. I've been brought into the project as a CMO. I'm currently the CMO because I've seen the potential, and I really, really, really want to help this project to succeed. And we've actually planned, and we are building as we speak many various things. Like it was mentioned, we will have a podcast. I'm currently building a magazine, as a virtual magazine, an interactive magazine, which it will focus on Soundrig's artists mostly, and two others that want to be included as well. It will have like one-of-one drawings. It will have generative art. It's gonna have like meaningful projects. But the main focus is the music. The magazine's name is going to be Poem, which is the acronym of Proof of Entertainment Magazine. We are like 75% ready for this magazine. I've wrapped up my development update number 5 right now. And there are plenty of other things that I'm planning to do in cooperation with Sunny and Quentin. And another thing is that I've worked with a lot of people through the years, and I can say that Sunny and Quentin are people that they're open-minded and they're really passionate, and that actually that was what drew me into the project. As Quentin said, I'm in the Genesis drop. I'm mostly producing progressive house and trance, and I had one of my singer friends to sing a very nice song for me, and you'll have the chance to mint it on the first. I'm doing an exclusive PFP drop, which is called Cardano Music Warriors, and it's drawing inspiration from musical instruments and musical genres. And for the first drop, is going to be subdivided in four: synth warriors, drum warriors, guitar warriors, and violin warriors. So they're all themed from these. If you go on my Twitter profile, you can have a look. I've posted a preview today. And to answer something about music and chains, we believe in the universal language, which is music. That's why yes, we're based on Cardano, which we're based on Cardano for two reasons: because of the amazing technology and the community. But we aim to go cross-chain, and that says a lot. I mean, we don't like boundaries, and we are happy to collaborate with anyone that's passionate for what they're doing. That's it.
All right, Coxie, what you got?
All right, so I really like this subject of like the music thing. So I'm very happy. Like I'm gonna have a lot of things to say in this conversation. Just because like I have dealings with the music industry. Like I'm not personally an artist, even though I'll drop songs like studio work, music videos, photography, all that type shit, right? So I okay, two different projects, right? The first one is Bitfins. You might have heard of them. And the second one is Wolves of Rome. And I'm going to tie this all back to my first question. So just give me a quick second, right? So the first thing, Bitfins, right? So he's a good friend of mine, Tyler. Like I speak to him a lot. And so he has a project. If you haven't really heard of him, he has a project where it's like a aquarium, and it connects to all different types of chains. So what you are doing is similar to what he's doing, which is stretching what NFTs mean and what NFTs can do. And I'm saying this because I personally have seen problems with minting like NFTs and stuff like that too. So Tyler was having a conversation with me talking about how a lot of these projects aren't really cross chain and his is, but like I kind of responded to him and told him, because you're not an NFT project, and I believe that's how you should think about Soundrig as well. Like he's not an NFT project, as in he has a software that is able to connect to other blockchains, but he has a software. He's a software company. Like Bitfins connects to Cardano. It connects to MetaMask. And the reason it's so simple for him to make these types of plays, where he probably is connected to more like blockchains than a lot of other projects, is because he focused on creating the software to do that. Now, that's why I asked you, is it more important to bring people to blockchain or to Cardano? And so going to what my issues were, right? I dropped a project. It was called Baby World. I believe I minted like 1,000 of them, right? So in the real deal Web 2, when it comes to music, people have millions of sales. People like do streams and like all of that, right? So how are you going to be able to do that with only 1,000 copies of it? So with that said, you're actually probably going to become a music, well, not a music, you're probably going to become a minting service as well, because if somebody wants a song and buys it, if there's only 1,000, what you're going to do is like just say that none is available. So no closed policies on songs, no closed policies on albums, none of that, unless it's a very exclusive thing that you just want to, let's just say 500 copies of this song will only ever be produced. Like, you can do that. But if you're just talking about mainstream music, they want anyone to have their songs. So let's just say we go to Soundrig, right? Um, I'm I see my dude awesome. Like, he just dropped this song. Like, okay, yeah, this song is actually pretty awesome, right? So with that, now let's just say I'm on Ethereum, right? If his song is on Cardano, do I need to come to Cardano or not? Or could I click the buy button and then it connects to my wallet where, let's just say I'm on MetaMask, it connects to MetaMask and it just automatically, once I press the buy button, it makes an Ethereum NFT of awesome song. The same way if you were to connect with Typhoon Wallet or something and you were to buy his song, it would mint out a Cardano NFT version of his song. And then also by doing that, you would be able to control the metadata that you're talking about, where it's like when you try to look it up on Pool PM or IPFS, it gets like forged so people can't just steal the music. So it's like an in-house situation.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for your patience, because you know you waited a long time to ask that question, and I'm glad you brought that out because it allows me to clarify. So when I said like each artist can do like 500 to 1,000, this is just so we can get it off the basic starting blocks, so we can get it running and we can prove the concept works. Right, that was the main point at the start. Now we obviously want to give all the artists the most amount that they can get. So if they can do continuous mints and that's what it goes towards, we're not against that. This is literally whatever is in the best interest of the music artist and the Web3 music industry as we're building it. When it comes to the cross chain, the first thing that we can technically do with the means that we have, because all of this is self-funded, like we haven't got any investment from anyone, and literally the coffers are like low at the moment, so we're doing the best we can with what we've got, right? So this is why I was saying about the 20%. When it comes in, we're going to reinvest that into the tech. The dream is what you've just said, my friend, is like being able to have any wallet connect to Soundrig and be able to mint in that chain would be the dream come true. And we would love to get there as soon as possible. We did go for the Catalyst Fund in Fund 9, and for, I think most of the people know here what the fuck happened with that. It was ridiculous, but I'm not going to go into that now. But we didn't get that funding, and nor did a lot of the really awesome projects. Just a few bullshit projects got like 80% of the fucking funds. So don't know what happened there. Anyway, like I said, that's a different conversation. But yeah, you're right. This is what we should be going for, and we are going to be seen as like a platform in the sense, not as an NFT project ourselves, but a place where people can sell their music as tunes, aka NFTs.
So I had to go to put my daughter to sleep, but I'm got back and I'm assuming someone made a question about like will we be able to mint on other chains. Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm wrong. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm actually talking with a project on Ethereum to try to already integrate Ethereum minters into Soundrig. But I mean, it's we're beginning talks, and as Sunny said, I mean, this is our goal. Our goal is to be that we are as inclusive as possible. I mean, personally, I don't give a shit what chain you're on. Uh, you have music, you deserve to have that chance to have your music heard by everyone. And that's where we stand on this, is that we want to give that ability, be it, whatever, Ethereum, Tezos, Polygon, Kronos, and any of the other, whatever, how many chains. We want to get there, but we're starting with Cardano. The community's strong, and we want to help build the community here and expand onto other chains.
Right. And I'm the only reason I'm pointing this out is because like what a lot of people do, like, so you're different from an NFT project. Like an NFT project can just say, hey, I'm gonna build my project on Cardano and that's it. But in a situation like you with Soundrig, that's like the equivalent of Spotify saying, I'm only going to release music from artists that are signed to Atlantic Records, and that's it. Like, We're not gonna fuck with Epic. We're not gonna fuck with UMG. We're not gonna fuck with Sony. None of that. We're only gonna post shit from fucking Atlantic, and that's what people do when they say we're a Cardano project and we're going to deal with them first. So it's just something to think about.
No, we are not a Cardano project. We're starting on Cardano. We are a Web3 project. We are working for music in Web3. It's not exclusive to Cardano. We're starting on Cardano. We're building the roots up. There's an amazing music community here, so we want to uplift them. But we want to enable the ability for musicians on Ethereum to continue to create Ethereum NFTs. It doesn't matter. That's not our stickler point is not the blockchain. It's that we want the musicians to be the priority, and we want any musician in Web3 or Web2 to have the freedom to mint wherever they want, however much they want, for however much price, and to have the opportunity to earn what they deserve. So sorry, I don't know if that was a bit defensive, but yeah.
No, that was well said, well spoken. So look, guys, we're coming up on a 9-minute warning. We got 9 more minutes in the space. I'll tell you what you guys need to do. Go ahead and hit that bubble in the bottom right. Retweet out the space so you can have a chance to win an Awesomeisjayell music NFT free of charge. So I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds or a few more minutes. Give you a few more minutes to retweet out the space so I can draw you guys from the Twitter picker. But yeah, we're winding down. If you guys got any more questions for Soundrig, throw up them hands. I see it's Dizzle. So make sure you guys retweet out the space. I'll announce the winner in probably about 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 3 more minutes to retweet out the space. But we're gonna go ahead and go on over to S Dizzle. What's good, Dizzle?
Do quote
Yo,
tweets count?
you said what?
Oh, do quote tweets count in the competition? My bad.
Oh, you good? You
Answer
good?
that question.
Do both. Do both. If you if you want to quote tweet, just do a regular retweet too.
Yeah, because I get paranoid doing that. I'll never know if that works or not. So
That's probably why I never win shit. That's some bullshit. Now I'm never fucking retweeting with a quote. I like to shout it out and give some love. Now
same
I have to
here,
fucking be
bro. And I'm like,
regular.
does this work against me when I do that though?
I'm just
Because you
saying,
Just
can
but
do
see it
but
both.
doesn't
bro,
show
bro,
up on your
but
retweet.
You can
So
do
a
both.
retweet is a retweet though, right? Quote or
No, quote
unquote.
tweets and
No, they're
retweets are
different.
nah, they're
different.
separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
two
just
I
if
Really?
did
you
not
want
mean to
do
start a
both.
whole nother conversation. Go ahead, as
I had
Dizzle.
no idea. That's fucking. Oh yeah, okay. So back to my question. But yeah, I had no idea that's how Twitter worked. That's crazy. Elon gonna change that. But so Soundrig, Sergeant brought up the splits, like that it's an 80-20 split between the artists and you guys. Is that revenue coming through ads? If you had said that, I'm so sorry.
I mean, the plan is that we will take a small cut from revenue from ads and stuff, but we're planning to prioritize payments to the musicians who play. So approximately 80% of revenue from anywhere is going to be going to the musicians who, are putting music out.
Is that to all the musicians that are on the platform, or is that okay, Coxie? Okay. Is that to all the musicians on the platform, or does it change? Like if I drop a track, I drop like an EP or whatever the case is, I'm looking to get revenue from that. And is it based upon each artist dropping, or is it just if you're on this platform, you drop music, you're gonna get a piece of revenue?
It's so right now we aren't implementing ad revenue and stuff on our media player because we need to look more into this. But the fact is that if you don't release with us, the only way we can give you royalties is if you have an ISRC in your NFT metadata. Otherwise, it's pretty impossible for us to give you royalties at this point. There's multiple solutions that we are looking into currently, but the fact is that right now the priority is that we're going to be working with the musicians who are on Soundrig, and we're working to integrate the music industry as it stands into Web3, so that it's still beneficial for the musician.
Definitely. That's super dope. So with the outreach of the music, like how you guys plan to spread the word and whatnot, I heard you guys mention streaming services and whatnot. So I'm assuming that the songs that'll be on Soundrig will also be on other streaming platforms, or do you guys like, I know you guys are working on a media player, but are you guys also working on your separate like streaming service, or are we just using like the normal streaming services?
So we're working. We have the outline of how it will be built and everything, but we're going to be working on basically a Web3 radio, and it's going to be streamed to earn. The community, the listeners will earn, but so will musicians who are aired, and also musicians just who, whatever. There's a mechanism for everyone to kind of earn a little bit. The musicians who do air obviously would earn more. But we are using a DSP to get the music out onto Spotify, onto iTunes, onto a ton of platforms currently, because that's not something we want to limit. So, for instance, a lot of like Chin for instance, his track the main track that he's releasing is actually out there already. But what he's doing for Soundrig is he's made a killer remix that's only available on Soundrig, and he did that expressly because he wanted the exclusivity of this remix to be on, like a collectible for his true fans. So, like, if you think like Ed Sheeran's song "Perfect," it went crazy. He did insane numbers, but then if he had done an NFT where the collab with Beyonce and the other collab with Andrea Bocelli were exclusive on Soundrig, that's kind of something that we can also do. We have two artists who are doing that, where they have, the main track that's already on the charts on the radio, and then they're releasing exclusive tracks in addition that are only available on Soundrig. So, there's things like that, but we literally do not want to limit the possibilities. So, I mean, if we're looking into the best, distribution services that we can get on. We want ISRCs for as many of the songs that we can get, so that we could eventually even get, Web3 music on the charts, and that's something that we'd really, really like to see.
No, that is super dope. I love how you guys are open and always, innovative and looking to expand the brand and trying to work with the artists as much as possible. This is super dope, man. I'm looking forward to, trying to work with you guys and see what we can do it with my music and shit. Cause this sounds really fucking productive, man. That's my last question. My bad, Theo. I know you had your hand up for a minute, dog.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I just forgot to say that we are working to spread the word about the magazine worldwide. So right now, the magazine will be translated in Spanish and Japanese, and we're looking to onboard more languages so we can make it more accessible. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that's super dope, man. That's super dope. As we wind down, I have picked a winner for the Awesomeisjayell Music NFT. And let me make sure he's still in the room, because people like to dip. You know how it is. Let me see.
It's
Crypto
Soundrig. It's
Kev.
Soundrig.
Oh, man. Hold on. I actually got to repick. Let's go ahead and redraw. Okay, let's see if this winner is here. Let's see. He's here. AC number, he got a $sign and then 1-11.
Yeah,
AC, what's
yeah.
good? You are the winner. I'm gonna give you a follow, man. AC, you the winner, man. Congratulations. You won the Awesomeisjayell Music NFT. You know what I mean? Thank you for pulling up, man. Definitely appreciate that. I think I seen you in here a couple times, but shout out to AC. AC is the winner. So look, we got one more minute in the space, man. Before we get up out of here, I would like to have Soundrig, man. Soundrig, man, it was a pleasure having you guys here on the show. I look forward to all my collaborations with you guys. If you guys did not hear, we officially announced the Soundrig podcast, man. We've already done one episode. I am hosting the Soundrig podcast, brought to you by way of Soundrig, and we already done the first episode with Chin Bees and the homie L Cams, who is a ambassador of Soundrig. So major shout out to those guys. It was an amazing interview. Major shout out to Quentin, shout out to Theo, shout out to Sonny, man. I am super hyped for this. And also, if you guys check the link up top, I posted a Soundrig tweet telling you guys to mark your calendars because they're actually launching November 1st, and they will be launching 7 new artists onto the platform. So you guys get ready for that. But before we get up out of here, I would like for Soundrig, man, give some shout outs. Do you guys have any shout outs before we wrap up the space and get up out of here?
I mean, all I can say is big shout out to you, dude. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much for the Cardano community, all the people who supported us. I mean, anyone who runs a project knows it's not a smooth journey, and the Cardano community as a whole has just, always been there to support us. And, thank you so much to everyone. I don't want to name any specific names because I don't want to leave anyone out, but just thank you so much to the music community. Thank you so much to the projects that I've been involved with, and everyone who's really helped push the space forward. I mean, be it with BFBs, music, video, whatever. Just thank you so much for everyone who's using this technology to progress forward.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I would like to send a major shout out to the Space Cadets, man. Shout out to AI Love. Shout out
Gang,
to X
gang.
Bizzle. Shout out to the Holy Ben. Shout out to Gully. Shout
Yeah,
out to
yeah,
Crib.
yeah.
Shout out to Cotsy. Shout out to Sergeant in the
Hey, yo,
building.
who was that talking that blocked my shout out, bro? You talking, they were shouting shit out, bro.
What happened?
No, I
Oh,
said somebody was talking while you were shouting out, and they blocked my shout out.
yo,
It could
shout
have
out
been
to
me. Could
Crib.
have been me. My bad.
Yo, shout out to matter of fact, big shout out to Crib because Crib actually has a
Yeah.
project.
I'm playing.
He has a he, he has a project dropping in collaboration with me. I'm the executive producer of the project. Crib, aka 4042. Man, we are halfway done with the album, man. It will be releasing through Soundrig, man. And if you guys check the last episode that we did on Awesome Interviews with Ben, the founder of Bad Fox Motorcycle Club in 4042, we actually previewed a new single called Out of the Cage. So you guys need to go check out that episode. It's actually on my Twitter page. So you guys check that out, man. Like I said, man, I'm extremely hyped about this. Also, shout out to L, man. Shout out to E46. Shout out NFA in the building, man. Shout out DACL. Shout out to the homie Diet Water, man. Hey, I definitely like to send a major shout out to Diet Water, man. We're going through his situation, man. If you guys know his handle, send him a donation, man. Major shout out to Diet Water. That is the homie. Shout out to Renum 19. Shout out to P Trap. Shout out to A Dub Sigma. Shout out to 2 Illy. Shout out to Gang, man. Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to everybody in space. Shout out to Dana. I see Dana. Shout out Mad Bull. You know the name. Let's go. Let's get it. And with that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the space. Major shout out to Soundrig for being our guest. Shout out to AI Love, man. AI Love, do you have anything to say before we wrap up the space?
His ass got that hangover. His ass ain't never been the same.
Yo, Santa.
He had a big birthday party, man. Happy birthday last night, or AI Love, or whenever it was. I don't know. I'm blowed.
His ass
HBD
probably sleep
player.
right
Happy
now. Like,
birthday to AI Love, man.
Yo, can
Happy
we get
C-Day,
like a
big dog.
bro, his ass is probably sleep right now. Like, he a co-host, but he just in that bitch knocked out.
yo? We
Oh,
should
He
look
a
at
get
how
ghost
he got
big
host.
better
ass
right here.
happy birthday singing right
Hey, he
now. We should
never
all
sleeps. You
unmute
hear
and
him? He
sing at the same
never
time.
Happy
sleeps.
Now
birthday,
shut your
Hopped
AI.
up
ass
like
up, man.
Dracula,
Hey,
baby.
AI,
Woo!
AI. Did you take my advice and get you some potassium, my boy?
He said potassium.
Dr. Mixie.
Man, just get
Mixie
drink. Take a
almost
little
Dr.
choked
sip
on
and
Mixie,
you'll
that
be all
damn
right.
word when he
hey,
was saying
my
it.
man needs some potassium in
Nigga
his
said
body
eat a
so he can
Nah, he
banana.
manage
needs
his
the hair
weight.
from the dog
Mix,
that bit him, bro. Get
Smoke an
started there.
L. Orders of the doctor, baby. You'll be all right.
Mixie the herbalist.
Said eat a banana, you'll be all right.
You feel me?
In what world? Maybe from them white claws y'all be sipping
Right?
on. That shit didn't used to
Facts.
work that way. God damn, it used to take a little more than that.
Hey,
People really drinking White Claws out here?
Dr. Mebby.
Bro, folks
Yeah,
is really
man.
out here
look,
Hell
drinking
yeah,
look,
it's drink right
Trulies too,
there.
bro.
It's a large.
look. Hold on, real quick. I actually want to do a new ritual to close out the space. I want to have Mad Bull come up, man. Where Mad Bull at? Mad Bull, come up, man. I want you to close out the space, bro. If you available, let Mad Bull go on a rant real quick. Go on a monologue, man. We did that one day. It was fire. Where he at? I see him, but he ain't coming up. He might be doing something. But shout out to Mad Bull, man. Y'all
Damn,
know,
Mad
I'm
Bull, I
I'm
need to
cool.
talk
I'm
to
cool
you.
with the Mad Bull monologue, but Jesus, I got to get cut off in the midst of my two
Bro, these
cents.
mutes been getting
The
long
mutes
lately.
are
I
honestly
swear.
getting out of
Esco,
pocket.
Yo,
that's
Mad
Truthfully,
Esco's
Bull, I need
fault.
to
He
talk
truthfully,
to
did
bro.
you,
that, and
sir.
ever
When
since
you mute
then, bro.
somebody, bro, be quick to unmute because it's like, you know what I'm saying. We get it. You muted us for a reason, but nigga, don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit
Trip
crazy,
me up. I'm out. Trip me up. Now you dragging me down the street, and I just gotta listen to everything.
bro. I
God
was
damn.
talking. I wasn't even looking at my phone. I was looking at the TV, and I was talking like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I looked down and see the red. Like, oh, how long have I been like shut the fuck up for? That's wild.
My
Dr.
bad, bro.
Mebby.
My bad. But look, man, we're gonna go ahead and close out the space, man. I'm gonna open up another space a little later too, man, because I'm with the shits today. So,
Oh yeah, and
man.
the chopping block is
Dogecoin
happening.
Everybody
pumping
hates
too.
Oh,
Hey,
Coxie.
Hey,
look,
hey, make
Dogecoin
sure.
pumping with the anticipation of Elon doing something with it. I tried
Man,
to say
fuck,
something the other
fuck
day, man, but look
Dogecoin,
at it.
dog.
It's pumping
Hey,
Hey,
though. It's
yo,
pumping.
fuck,
got
Sadly,
the alpha, bro.
fuck
it's
Got the
fucking
alpha.
pumping. It's
Dogecoin,
some bullshit. NFA, but
fuck
look at it. It's
Doge.
pumping.
Yo,
Bro,
Fucking
I got the
Elon. Buy
alpha, bro.
Cardano,
yo,
Elon, you son of a bitch.
Everybody hates
I got the
Coxie.
alpha, bro.
Buy Cardano, Elon.
I got the alpha, bro.
Dizzle, what time is the chopping block going on?
thank you, my brother.
I
Thank
got
you.
I got
God
the
damn.
alpha. Oh, you trying to talk this? My bad.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You good. You good.
I just was saying I got the alpha, bro. Dr. Mebby said you're gonna be able to use the Coxie token to buy your herbalist supplements coming to the site soon, bro.
Um, this is classified, and whatever Crib says does not represent Coxie and the Coxie organization. We are not a security.
He says organization.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is we are not a security. We do not promote any type of value for our token. We don't do shit. We are a shit coin. Do your own research, and yeah.
You cannot be a shitcoin, but also consider yourself an organization. You know what I'm saying? Like you a Coxie
Sir, sir,
enterprise, a
sir, sir.
shitcoin.
Have you talked to
Hey,
Hosky?
hey, look, your comments, just save them for my attorney. I can give you his number. His name is Russ. Um, you can all of your gripes, you can speak with him.
Did you hire an accountant and did you hire a lawyer? And is the
Yes,
community
sir.
wallet your wallet? Okay, then I'm
Yes,
in.
sir.
Let's
Shout
do
out
this.
Russell.
I'm all in. That's all I needed for info. I'm balls in now. Let's go.
The community wallet, yo wallet. But look, we signing off, man. Y'all about to get rubbed. I'm letting y'all know now. All right, man.
Rug
Peace
me,
again.
baby. I'm Aladdin. Let's ride this out. Play some
Oh
music.
my God. Peace, y'all. Big love, big love.
All right. Good show.
Hey, man.